Guys, what is going on? Alex7 here. Welcome back to another test drive unlimited solo account video. We are back. It's been 4 weeks since I've uploaded my last video, but without further ado, let's get straight into this one, as we're going to go over one of the most controversial topics at the moment, and that is when to expect news, and also my Gamescom predictions, if there are, if any. Now, before I go any further into the video, again, this is all just speculation, hype, all of that. There's nothing confirmed at the moment of when we're going to be actually getting news. This is just my own thoughts and opinions on it. So let's get straight into this. And again, I apologize for the long delay of videos, but we're back and you guys will see videos a lot more often now that I'm back regarding TDU1, TDU2, and of course TDU-SC. Okay, so first, Gamescom. Let's talk about that. When is it, you ask? Well, Gamescom this year is going to be held this month actually, from Wednesday, August the 25th to Friday, August the 27th. And now if you take a look at your calendar, that's literally just only 2 weeks away. In fact, 2 weeks away will put us on the ending date of Gamescom, so we don't have that much time until that happens. But here is the bad news about it. Now, of course, if you go over to Gamescom's official website, you can see the registered partners for this year's event. And you can scroll down as far as you want, but you won't find Kiloton or Nikon listed on this website page anywhere. So what would that mean? Well, that would just mean that TDU-SC would not be present at this year's Gamescom. And in fact, some more bad news is that WRC10 won't be at this year's Gamescom either. So with that being said, will we actually see Nikon or KT at Gamescom? A bit hard to tell at the moment, but honestly, for now, I don't think we'll see anything at this year's Gamescom. However, there is a small shining light at the tunnel, because comparing this to last year's event, Nikon didn't actually announce anything until the day before Gamescom. So with that being said, maybe we still could possibly see Nikon and KT arrive at Gamescom. We just won't know yet. However, with only 2 weeks left, in fact I should say less than 2 weeks left, I would just keep posted on whatever Nikon tweets from now up until the Gamescom starts, because we never know, maybe they'll throw us a curveball and next thing you know, we see TDU-SC news at Gamescom. However, if we do see stuff at Gamescom, do not expect it to be large news at all, because again, gameplay I don't expect to happen whatsoever until next year's summer. It just makes more sense. And now, of course, knowing that Nikon, the chances of them showing up at Gamescom this year are pretty damn low, because obviously they have yet to even be shown up as a partner for this year's Gamescom. If we did see them, the only news I really expect is probably just a new development update, maybe some new teased cars. I don't even think I would expect a trailer, to be honest, but maybe a dev interview, which, by the way, the dev interview, guys, the questions I've taken have been submitted on to the community manager, so it's just only a matter of time until that gets approved and then gets sent back to me, and then obviously I can work on that video and have it uploaded for you guys. Hopefully, I'm praying that this dev interview can get finished up before the end of this year. We're just going to have to wait and see, because obviously some of the questions that I asked, maybe they're too in depth, or maybe they don't want to reveal that information yet. So again, fingers crossed, but hopefully I'll have an update for you guys on that very soon. Again, my Twitter down in the description below, or my Discord is where I will be updating you guys regarding that dev interview. But honestly, apart from the car list and maybe some features like maybe the confirmation of houses officially and dealerships, or maybe even a screenshot of the game, which again, I still don't think that would even happen. I don't think we'll see any in-game stuff until next year's summer at Nikon Connect 2022, Gamescom 2022, which personally I think is a bit too late to show gameplay, but E3 as well is definitely a very high chance to see that as well. But every day that passes, we are for sure getting closer to whatever the next drop of news is. I mean, don't forget, at Nikon Connect this year, it was said that the game will be out in fall 2022. Until then, we will keep you updated with regular content, gameplay, and additional information. So, pretty interesting. Gamescom would make a lot of sense to actually announce some of this information, because again, it is a huge event. There are a lot of eyes on it, but I don't really see it happening. I don't want to be on the too optimistic side, especially after that Tenerife. But you guys get what I'm saying. Hopefully though, we do find out some news and information very soon. But if not Gamescom, then where? This is a question we're going to be asking a lot of ourselves. Well, let's talk about this. First things first, the racing week that happened earlier this year from Nikon, which featured games from Rems Racing to TDU-SC, and of course even WRC10. I'm sure this new racing week will happen next year, April, again as well, especially since, don't forget guys, WRC 11 is going to release next year, and WRC 11 is going to be the last game from Kiloton for the WRC from Kiloton for the WRC franchise, because after that it goes straight over to Codemasters, which is a shame, but it just re-evaluates the fact that, hey, KT and the con know that this TDU game is going to be their game. So do they really need WRC at this point? It just helps put all the devs and all the effort straight onto TDU SC, which is going to be pretty damn interesting, and I can't wait to see what happens, not only for the content that WRC 11 has, because WRC 10 already, which content coming very soon, looks super fun, and I can't wait to see what they have for the last entry, and of course leading up to TDU SC. But of course next year April honestly is a bit too far away, because don't forget, they need to be able to carry the hype up until the release in September. Now if they don't say anything until April and then just start dropping information frequently, that would be a very good lead up hype, because there's a short amount of time until release and you can drop a ton of info to gain a lot of hype very quickly, rather than just starting news from now and updating you every now and then. It, you know, obviously marketing hype wise, especially for a game that has not seen light, I say this all the time guys, why expect gameplay? You have to understand marketing, especially on a game that hasn't seen light for 10 years, is going to be done a lot differently than say a Forza Horizon 5 game or a Need for Speed Heat. It's going to be different. We just need to be patient and we just need to wait. Now another thing I should mention before I end off this video is that there is some good news beyond all of this. Now of course we all know Rims Racing is the new game from Raceward and is going to be published by Nikon, and Raceward are obviously also working with KT on a KT engine for their bike game. Now on Nikon's YouTube channel they've been doing a docuseries, and in fact larger than a docuseries, a whole series regarding Rims Racing, and up on the screen right now is all of the videos that they have done for them so far. So the making of, for example, realism, the performance, making of the details, and of course sound as well, which we all know sound is a key thing in games, and this just makes me hyped because we all know that if there's good sounds in TDUSC bundled on with good graphics, a good car list, good details, etc, a docuseries for TDSC would be very interesting, and hopefully it is something that Nikon does early next year. But personally I don't expect to hear anything until early 2022. However, fingers crossed, this year's Gamescom, and as well hopefully something before the end of this year, we hear about something regarding TDUSC. But that's all I have to tell you guys in this video, all my predictions and all of that type of stuff. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think is going to happen this year. Do you expect news to happen this year or even at Gamescom? Let me know down in the description below. Other than that, I'm Logitech 7 and I'll see you guys in another video. I'm out guys, peace.